Opening hook, midnight to 0:30. I still remember the first time I heard his name, Tom Cruise. Everyone saw the charm, the smile, the fame, but what if I told you, behind that perfect Hollywood image was a boy who could barely read, a boy who was humiliated, broken, and called a failure, and yet, he became one of the greatest stars to ever walk this planet. This is not just a story about success, it's a story about war. A war fought inside the mind. Act 1, The Struggle, 0:30 to 2 o'clock. He was born in 1962. Thomas Cruise Maypother 4. A small-town boy with big dreams, and an even bigger problem. Words danced on the page like ghosts, letters twisted, flipped, vanished. Dyslexia, that was his silent enemy. Teachers called him lazy, classmates laughed, and every report card whispered, "Not good enough." At home, life wasn't any kinder. His father was strict, sometimes cruel. Tom once said, he was the kind of man who'd kick you, just to see you get up. So, young Tom learned to fight back, not with fists, but with determination. That he built walls around his pain and learned one simple truth: if nobody believes in you, you build yourself. Act 2, The Spark, 2 to 4 o'clock. One day, in school, something strange happened. Tom was forced to join a drama class that he didn't want to, until the lights dimmed, and the curtain rose. In that moment, everything changed. For the first time, he wasn't the slow kid. He was someone else, someone powerful, fearless, alive. Acting became his escape, his therapy. He began memorizing scripts, not by reading, but by listening. He'd record his lines, replay them, repeat them for hours. He wasn't just learning dialogue, he was training his brain to fight back, and slowly, painfully, he did. By 19, he packed a small bag, borrowed $200, and moved to New York City. No contacts. No safety net, just hunger. He slept on floors, worked odd jobs, and chased auditions that always ended in rejection. But Tom Cruise had something no one could ignore: intensity. When he walked into a room, people felt it, and Hollywood was about to feel it too. Act 3, The Rise, 4 to 6 o'clock. In 1981, he landed a small role in Taps, then The Outsiders. But it was 1983's Risky Business that changed everything. That one scene, sliding across the floor in his socks, made him an overnight sensation. But behind the smile, the struggle never left. He still battled dyslexia every single day, only now, he had learned how to turn weakness into fuel. When Top Gun hit theaters in 1986, the world didn't just see an actor, they saw a phenomenon. He performed his own stunts, demanded perfection, and risked his life to give audiences something real. People called him crazy, but Tom called it commitment. From Mission Impossible to Jerry Maguire, from Broken Bones to near-death stunts, he became the man who could do anything but the truth. He was still that boy who couldn't read, only now, he refused to give up on himself. Act 4, The Legacy, 6 to 7:30. Tom Cruise didn't just conquer Hollywood, he rewrote what was possible. He inspired millions who felt different, slow, or not enough. He proved that greatness isn't born from perfection, it's born from pain, resilience, and a refusal to quit. He once said, "I don't want to just entertain people. I want them to feel something." And that's exactly what he did. Every role, every risk, every time he jumped off a cliff for real, because Tom Cruise isn't acting. He's living, like a man who finally escaped the cage of doubt and learned to fly. Closing, 7:30 to 8 o'clock. So, the next time you see him smiling on screen, remember, you're not watching a star. You're watching a survivor. A man who turned weakness into fire, and fear into flight. Because sometimes, the greatest impossible mission is believing in yourself.